Hey, Ursula here. I'm out here with my friends gardening. I know it's early March. We had a limb go down here, and I cut a bunch of other limbs down, and I've been working on chopping them up. See if I can find a pile. We're gonna get into some bright sunlight here momentarily. But you can see I've just been chopping them up into small bits. And I have a lot more work to do because there are a lot of branches and I have more branches to cut down before these birds start making nests up here. Most of the winter, the mourning doves have been in this tree, but I do want to cut this back so that, one, it doesn't shade the garden, but two, it doesn't get into the electrical line. You can... That's better. You can see that's quite a lot of branches. So one of the things I did is I've been working on this retaining wall through here, and the poles are still out because the deer have been coming through and leaving me piles of scat. Ooh, this is going to bake. I'm going to have to get this off. You may remember, you may not. I had cabbages in here, and I don't think I do anymore. It was bitter, bitter cold this winter. So yeah, so let's go see what we got here going on. You see I've got a bunch of sticks in here. Those will probably get turned into biochar. This enclosure here, this is going to come down. I am going to work on fencing this for deer. Right now, this is a pile of sticks I'll be working on next. Okay, this is the section that I'm working on first. As I get more of those branches chopped up, it's all going in here as fill. And I got a new toy to help with the deer problem. I was trying to figure out, because I'm on a hill, those grid walls don't do well on this hill. And they do rust and eventually go away. So I picked up this fencing, and this is designed to be I want to say like a 6x6, but I could be wrong. To me, those panels look a little wider than 2 feet, but maybe they are just 2 feet. But my goal is right now I want to take it up to that post and maybe pick up some more of this so that I can take it further up. And that'll help with the deer crossing over on this side. Now, oh, you're thinking, now those are only 4 feet tall. Deer can jump that. Yeah, they can. But if you have another barrier in front of it, say, 3 to 4 feet, then they're not going to jump it because they don't have a place to land. So that's my thought. What I actually get done is a whole nother thing. I've got an awful lot of weeds to clear from the skunks last year, and all of that becomes compost. I have a Bradford pear to chop down. There's so much stuff that needs to be done back here. And today is the first really, really nice day to start working. We're going to get rain the rest of the week. So I'm going to get as much done today and maybe tomorrow and Monday as I can. I ran into a snag with the fence. I don't know if I have logs underneath or there's rocks, but I can't push those finials down any further. So I'm going to have to get a spade out and dig and see what I can unearth and get those pounded into the ground. But you see how nice that is, where they kind of step down, about 2 inches and they kind of self-level pretty good, whereas the grid wells don't do that. They don't play nice, not unless I actually have them tied to rebar. So that's the goal for right now, is to get this fencing in. And then I have a new garden bed is going to go in here. It's a low raised bed, but I'll put one in there. And then I also need to turn under my cover crop here. And this area here is going to get a raised bed. I've got a birdie's raised bed. It's only 15 inches tall, but I'm not plagued by rabbits. Not like some people. And that apparently is why you go taller with raised beds, is rabbits. But I have so many cats coming through. Rabbits have not been an issue. Also planted catnip over here. I have so much comfrey coming up, it isn't funny. But, you know, the catnip and the comfrey can fight it out for land usage. And the cats are just really enjoying themselves. I watched them all winter come through here and just sniff at it. They couldn't chew it because it was frozen solid, but they really enjoyed that. And I planted more this year too. So in theory, and don't take my word for it, do your own research, but somebody told me that catnip helps deter deer ticks. So since I've had so many deer through here over the winter, I think having a little bit of catnip kicking around is not a bad idea. Most of the area, the weeds, are lemon balm, so mints should do fine here. The lemon balm tends to overpower everything else in the yard. They're very rambunctious. But yeah, so the goal is to in bed number 1, we're going to be planting rotational lettuce. In bed number 2 here, that's going to be carrots. And bed number 3, I've got to see if I still have strawberries in there. They may get moved. I do know the comfrey started taking it over, so I don't quite know what's left there. And I will be cleaning that up and probably making some kind of deer barrier down here. I may use the white poles again to create a frame. Some people call it a trellis, but really, honestly, I put tulle fabric on the posts and I clipped it to it, and it worked beautifully to keep the deer out last year. So I think we're going to do that again. So that's the plan right now. There's going to be a lot more coming up. Stay tuned.